What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Weeknights here at the Nerd Table. I'm Nate. I'm one of the Knights at the Nerd Table. I'm going to rip through some of the cool things that you might have missed that happened in the last week-ish here in the nerd world. So let me just rip through 5 fun, big things and some dramatic that you might have missed and probably will want to pay attention to. First episode of The Last of Us on HBO Max has dropped. The Last of Us, obviously being a video game via PlayStation, been a huge, big fan. A lot of people have been a big fan of that game for a while now, and now it's finally cinematically brought to us via HBO. So a lot of people really like what they've seen so far and are really excited, hoping the project continues to take off. So if you haven't checked that out, or if you missed that, definitely check that out if you have an HBO Max subscription. Now, it's been around for a little while on Xbox, but if you've been bummed that you can't link Discord with PlayStation, just be patient because it is coming. PlayStation announced that in a patch update coming to PlayStation 5, one of the things it will be doing will be integrating Discord into that, and that's a huge way to just link the two communities that are probably already very, very popular. I play Xbox, I have Discord. Finally being able to link those two channels just really easy. Was a little bit of growing pains, but once they kindly smoothed things out, honestly, it was super, super easy to just have all the groups that I like chat with or interact with streamlined into one area. So that is coming to you, PlayStation people, so just be patient. I'm sure it'll take a few days and probably have some bugs, but eventually when they get that all ironed out, here you go. There, you're welcome. You have Discord now. If you haven't seen this yet and you have a Nintendo Switch, I think this is super cool. If you're a big fan of the old GameCube controllers, NYXI has made a GameCube controller for the Switch. It works just like it should on Switch. It's got all the button layout, but they do promise that your yellow stick won't, experience the drift, the dreaded drift, which made Super Smash Brothers really awful, am I right? But they say, hey, that's taken care of. We live in a modern technology. We live in a modern society. You can't get that yet. You can pre-order it for $69.99 on their website. But if you love that controller and have a Switch, now might be the perfect time to treat yourself a little bit and pick one of those up, including a lot of Planeswalkers who are now completed. Now, if you're a fan of Magic, especially the lore, this has been met with a lot of both excitement and some bums. Some of their favorite heroes are now bad guys, essentially. So that's kind of a bummer to some people. Some of these cards are absolutely cracked in what they do and how they will affect the board state. We thought the first big spoiler, Elish Norn, was going to be a problem, but a lot of these cards are going to be instant game winners if you do happen to draft them or pick them up in a sealed event. They're probably just going to win the game for you. So be thankful if you do pick them up, and maybe be bummed or excited about the lore, however you see fit. But these are really cool cards. A lot of the full art cards do look really nice, really magnificent, and just like most big bomb Phyrexian cards, you can pay life instead of mana for most of those Phyrexian Planeswalkers. The Phyrexian Planeswalkers seem to be coming in as mythics, while a lot of the regular Planeswalkers that are kind of at war in this set are rares. I don't know why that is. I'm not sure the rhyme or reason. They do exist. They look amazing. Check out some of these Phyrexia will be one. Even some of the new full art lands that are going to be kind of hard to get in this set are just absolutely amazing. The oil slick stuff, super cool. I don't care who you are. That's the news. They're super cool. But if you want to find more about that, again, just Google or start typing in search MTG Phyrexia All Will Be One spoilers, and there's a lot more in-depth detail descriptions of the cards there. And now you're probably wondering, hey, whatever happened to that whole big Dungeons and Dragons thing? Well, it's not necessarily over. A lot has happened in the past week, but here are some of the kind of the big bricks that you might want to know about. Wizards of the Coast, via a statement released on D&D Beyond, so if you still have a subscription there, it's right kind of on their landing page, kind of try to detail or potentially do what I would consider backpedal some of the things that got leaked the week prior. One of the things that they're trying to say is that they are trying to be good stewards of the game, and that the OGL exists, the Open Gaming License exists for the benefit of the fans, and nothing about those principles are ever wavered, and they don't plan on wavering. Now, you can read through that in the long statement and watch a lot of videos on YouTube about different takes on this, but it really just boils down to this. Whoever leaked this is going to get in a lot of trouble if they get found out who it was, because this whole thing has cost the company lots of money. Tons of people canceled their D&D Beyond subscriptions because of it, and like I said, the bad press that they received has been tremendous. Several independent or third-party publishing companies have already decided, hey, we're going to make our own system. Cobalt Press being one of them, and there's a couple other big ones that maybe you never heard about, because I know I never heard about, and I love Dungeons & Dragons. But they've said, you know what, we're just going to make our own system. We're going to move forward with it, and anyone can play it. It's going to have an OGL, an open game license, and people can do with it what they will. So without trying to, or without even attempting to move yet, Wizards of the Coast has kind of set a really cool thing on fire and watch it burn. Hopefully there will be some good news that might come out of this here soon, but it's kind of hard to see the silver lining in a big mess that Wizards of the Coast has made with a project that so many people love. That's the news, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Check out the full-length episode of Nights at the Nerd Table, where me and Jared kind of give some of our takes on the OGL big debacle. You can check that out on Spotify or anywhere else you listen to podcasts, or check it out on our YouTube. Also, stick around to the end of the episode for some really awesome, amazing news about a project that we would love your help to partner with and bring some really cool things to a lot of cool nerds. Thanks again for tuning in and sticking around. If you did, I'm Nate. I'm one of the Knights at the Nerd Table, and this has been an episode of Weeknights.